Hello, Scorpio. This is Tarot Queen Jamila. I'm here to do your March, April psychic reading for love and money. All right, so welcome to the channel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And if you are in need of a private reading, please go to the website in the video description box. Hold on a minute. All right, Scorpio. I'm going to go ahead and call to the spirits for March and April 2017. Show me the love and money energies for March and April for the Scorpions. All right, so I'll put down 2 cards for March and then 4 for April. Again, if you want a private reading, you can go to the link in the video description box. I do offer private readings, usually within 24 hours, so I'm pretty fast with live readings. You will call me by phone for your reading. All right. Okay, so I think I have the answer for the Scorpios. You're going through some changes right now, Scorpio, and you've got a lot to deal with. I'm going to tell you that the next few weeks I'm seeing are difficult for you Scorpios out there. You've got some changes. We just got out of a Scorpio moon, so I'm seeing currently we're in Sagittarius moon. So you're feeling slighted. You're feeling possibly like some big time changes came up with your partner, maybe in your love life. But if you are single, this represents fate or destiny. So right now you're sort of going through a situation involving that. There's some change, maybe even divorce that you could possibly be going through due to problems at work. So I'm sorry about that with the 10 of Wands. This represents, you know, a really heavy burden, but I will read more into this, okay? So the Tower is representing change and being able to react to those changes. Like you know how they say you can't change people, you can only change your reaction, right? So I'm going to ask Spirit to give me clarity on the Tower card. Okay, so the 6 of Wands. So I feel as though you're feeling that people within your inner circle have possibly changed. Maybe they have become a little bit more positive, and you're feeling a little slighted. I feel like the people around you are changing, and you're not responding well to it, Scorpio. Especially if you're single. You're sort of used to things being the way that they are, and it's shaking you up a whole lot with all these wands. Going into the last week of March, you are going to be dealing with the 10 of Wands. So anyone that is involved with the Scorpio, you could possibly be dealing with burdens from the job at home. I know that sucks. But that's what those things are intended to do. You know, when somebody puts intent behind something, then that's what those things are intended to do. I do feel as though there's some unethical people at your job, Scorpio, and I'm going to ask Spirit what they would suggest for that. Okay, the King of Cups. So the King of Cups represents someone that has some sort of emotional well-being, security. Sometimes what comes behind him is the Prince of Wands. So these are the people that are unethical at your job. They came out all in a row. There's a fire sign, a water sign, and an air sign. And then strength. All 3 of these energies are being pointed at you. The water sign I'm picking up on possibly, well, it's going to be different for different people. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The fire energy, this is someone that is possibly one of your children. It's a possibility because it's a prince and this is a younger person. But so this would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Now, this air sign individual, the King of Swords, this is probably either your father or either someone else that you work with that is competing with you somehow. You may not even know it. I don't even think you know it. Strength card comes up, and this is when you're facing haters. The strength card is when you're facing haters head on, and you're not letting the things that they say bother you at all. You're not taking that stuff home, Scorpio. You can't take that stuff home. I mean, sometimes I think your partner kind of is a little rough around the edges. I feel like with your love life, I feel like with the strength card coming out, definitely your partner is possibly either one or possibly all three. It could be all three of these signs. So the air sign would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So the strength card, when you look at the strength card represents someone going through something that requires a great amount of power and will and strength. Okay, so that's what that represents. So I do feel like with the anxiety that you're suffering, Scorpio, I feel like that anxiety is coming from your job. You do need to try to relieve some of the stress at your job. If you are not able to do that, then you need to realize that it's time to move on. Okay? Because evidently these three people must have the intent on doing harm to your life. One of them, I believe, has a crush on you, the Page of Wands, I believe. Spirits, give me clarity. I feel as though the effects that you have on this person, Scorpio, is that they sort of get a little immature when it comes to you. So I'm going to ask Spirit to give me clarity on this Prince of Wands. And this person does seem to be very assertive. And yeah, the Six of Swords. This is somebody that I see you currently trying to move away from in your department. This is probably the one that's causing you the most stress. The other people are sort of like just there to sort of, you know, they know about the situation. I mean, you've even caught them staring at you, so you sort of know. No, you're not being paranoid. Now, going into April, you got the Seven of Swords. So this is when something is going to get exposed within the first week. Seven of Swords. This has something to do with your job, absolutely. Going into the second week, you've got the Nine of Swords. I don't understand why you have to experience that anxiety, Scorpio. But you may want to check whatever contract you signed with your job, because that just makes no sense to me. Spirits, give me clarity on the Seven of Swords. I mean, you may be taking on the issues. You may be a manager. You may be managing complaints or something. But that doesn't mean that you have to allow it to tear you down. And I do think that people are making it difficult for you, Scorpio. Spirits, give me clarity on the Seven of Swords. So you have got something amazingly probably harmful coming up first week of April. This is when somebody either has some sort of physical or mental thing, or maybe someone's being backstabbed. Somebody is stabbing them in the back. So I think this is some sort of warning for work. I'm going to ask Spirit exactly what this Ten of Swords is about. So it's going to be exposed, but I feel like shortly after that it's going to have a meltdown effect, maybe possibly on your relationship. Spirits, give me clarity on Ten of Swords. All right, so the Princess of Cups. So I feel like it's got something to do with, Spirits, clarify Princess of Cups. I knew, for some reason, I knew I would see that. Okay, Eight of Wands. I feel like this is somebody at your job that is focusing on this Princess of Cups. This could be you. This could be your partner. The Eight of Wands represents some sort of pressure that that's being put on, having to do with a relationship. The Lovers comes up. So I feel like if you're dealing with a Scorpio, they may have some sort of connection with somebody. Could be somebody close to their family. Could be a family member. With the Lovers, this represents sibling love or sibling rivalry sometimes. So it could be possible that maybe there's going to be some sort of situation that's going to be exposed. Also, I can tell you that the Ten of Swords is representing reaching the end of a negative cycle. So I feel as though with the Princess of Cups representing you and the Eight of Wands, that's also your energy and the Lover. So I feel like this is where there's going to be a decision that's going to be made the first week of April for the Scorpios. I feel like you have sort of struggled. You don't, like, I feel like Scorpios are going through things on their job and they feel like their partner doesn't care. That could be the case for some of you Scorps out there. Spirits, give me clarity on the Lovers. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever this situation that comes up, you need to trust in the Spirit, Scorpio. You need to say, hey, you know, even if this happens, you know, evidently this Princess of Cups is in here to make you feel better about the situation. So that could be you. Maybe this is you. Sort of Eight of Wands represents somebody sort of moving or moving forward. You got a lot of, I'm seeing 3s and 6s in your reading a lot. So but you do have this situation that needs to be dealt with. I kind of feel as though maybe you're making a break or splitting. Yeah, it's some sort of family tradition versus possibly what you want. But I do kind of see you surrendering to some situation that has something to do with love and marriage. And I also see you possibly, some things are going to get exposed on the first week of April. Pertaining to the people at your job, at your workplace. The Nine of Swords represents, and Spirit just told me to be careful because, you know, somebody at your job was talking about maybe robbing you or stealing something from you. Second week, Scorpio, you got the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is representing that you got some anxiety that might be coming at you. This is when you need to be on alert. I'm not going to sit up here and try to pretend that this card is possibly good. It can be good, but I'm going to throw a clarifier just because of the Seven of Swords, you know. Now the card after that is the Three of Pentacles, and then you finish out with Justice. So we'll get into that, but Spirits, give me clarity on Nine of Swords. What is this anxiety about? Okay, so this is the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be starting, I feel like a lot of Scorpios are going to be either starting a new job or a new relationship in April. It's probably going to be a situation where you guys have to live together like very early on because of your living circumstance. I kind of feel like some Scorpios are currently living with someone that they're working with, and it just, the situation has gotten bad. And I do feel like that person is either fire sign or air sign. I do feel like there's two different lovers. Could be a water sign. It could be, I feel like it's three people at your job, but I'm talking about as far as in your personal life. Either you're probably already packed up or planning on moving or leaving or something. Something didn't work out. Even if it's a family member, I feel like it just didn't work out, the living arrangement. So I do see the anxiety, but I feel like it's anxiety about something new. I feel like you're either going to be starting a new job. The Eight of Pentacles is, this is the apprenticeship card. This is about study. Some of you may be starting school next week. Also with this Eight of Pentacles, and you may be having anxiety about that. Five of Cups was the card that was next. So I do feel like the emotions of whoever it is that you're having this problem with at work are going to follow you. There's the Five of Cups. So those are emotions that you're going to be dealing with, and I will ask Spirit to give me advice on what it is. Also, I kind of see this person as sort of pulling at your heartstrings or whatever, sort of trying to make you regret making the decision to leave, maybe, possibly. Spirits, give me clarity on Five of Cups. Cards are stuck together. All right, so the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is where the Spirit is saying, you know, your dreams have came true. You know, this is some sort of wish fulfillment. and that, you know, you want to focus on the happy things. You know, you don't want to allow any of that energy to come in of regret, because, you know, this, I feel like whatever's going to be coming in for you next week is not next week, but second week of April is going to be good for you. So there is something coming next week too. Let me see what. Yeah, what I'm seeing next week is overcoming battles that have a lot to do with, you know, people at your job. And you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. These people are so into your business that they are trying to tell you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to mess with your identity. Like, they're trying to, like, literally. Third week, you got the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this is where you start to build. I feel like this is where some sort of money blessing might come in. You may not get the money this week, but, and this is around full moon, so you probably will be getting the money. So I am going to clarify. The Three of Pentacles is a money manifestation card. It also represents someone possibly coming into your home to help you to organize, to help you to get balanced or something with that Three of Pentacles. So I feel like whether or not you're in a relationship or not, this could possibly be an attorney. This could even possibly be a spiritual guide person. Maybe somebody like me, a high priestess. So I do see that person is kind of coming in possibly. I am going to clarify Three of Pentacles real quick, because this is a third party, I believe. And yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like the Three of Pentacles represents a challenge, and this is some sort of money manifestation. I do feel like, Scorpio, you are going to get payoff from whatever it is you're going to be doing the third week of April. So whether or not it's an investment, I'll just go into more detail about what that investment is, because it can be different for different people. So I guess majority scenario is gonna win. I do feel like there's some money coming though. Like, I feel like there's some money that you have sort of been manifesting since the beginning of the month. Spirits, give me clarity on Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you got the Moon card. So I don't think Spirit has anything more to say about the money. I feel like there's some sort of financial blessing coming, whether or not it's coming from work or your business, or either maybe it could be your income tax return coming in third week of April. Okay. The Moon card does represent the emotions, but I do feel as though you're sort of feeling around the third week of April like you're in a faraway dreamland, and it's just really very wondrous. Again, I do feel as though you could possibly be dealing with another water sign individual. I see you being very emotional about something the third week. Okay? It's probably going to lead to whoever you're with at that time being highly emotional and psychically aware. Spirits, what advice would you offer on this Moon card? Ooh, messy. Okay. Prince of Pentacles. So that's the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a new person surfacing on your new job. Just to get some advice about this person. Okay, the Eight of Cups. They are actually probably going to be, I would say they have an alcohol problem, whoever it is. So it is somebody that's going to be a co-worker, Scorpio. I do feel like they are either, this is an earth sign, either Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I do feel like that person is possibly getting ready to leave the company, and they see you possibly as coming on, and, you know, I don't know, they come up in your reading for a reason, so just keep that in mind. They're actually planning on leaving or something. yeah, the Princess of Swords comes up. So this person is definitely going to come to you in adversity because they've got some conflicts with somebody else within the company. So I think that's what that's about. The Princess of Swords does represent another page or Knight of Swords. And this is her illustration. Spirits, what advice would you offer? This air sign person could also be like a partner of theirs, maybe. Okay, Two of Swords. Don't let these people, you take what they say with a grain of salt. Okay. Also, I also think that, this is a battle between these two people that has nothing to do with you, and they're probably getting ready to split and not even, so because that energy doesn't really go together, So anyway, 4th week of April, you got the Justice card. And the Justice card does represent balance and fairness and some sort of maybe possibly grounding. So I do feel like that is a positive card. I do, however, feel that the Justice is coming from some sort of either legal or spiritual karma or something. Spirits, give me clarity on Justice. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. So Justice is going to represent, you dealing with karmic energy. I feel like Two of Pentacles is where you are juggling. So I do feel like the Two of Pentacles did show up to say that, you're going to be feeling really balanced. I do feel like Two of Pentacles represents somebody getting grounded and balanced. Okay. So that's why that illustration looks like that. And your next card is the Empress. So Scorpios, you are going to be doing good financially. I feel like your emotional well-being is going to return. I feel like your physical well-being is going to return. And then also this could be, the Empress is one of the big time fertility cards. So you may just sort of feel so good that you are, just that fertile energy, just that Kundalini energy is within the Empress. Okay. So that is wonderful. I feel like with your love life, whether or not you're single or not, to get the Empress, points to somebody that's really happy, someone that's in a good place. I do see those difficulties coming up around the 3rd week of April. I do feel like it's probably that moon energy too. So, but it's also a situation that, you're dealing with. I feel like especially with this Prince of Pentacles and this Princess of Swords, I do feel like there's I feel like there's a love, it's like a love thing going on at the job, and it's not going to really have anything to do with you, Scorpio. I feel as though maybe, they're kind of like splitting up on the job. So it's kind of like real uncomfortable is what I'm saying. So I do feel like you're going to start something new and then run into this situation. I don't feel like you should take any of that home. What does that have to do with your situation? Just because somebody else is going through something doesn't mean that it's happening to you. So if you're having issues with that, be careful. You have got to look at your own situation by yourself. You can't just decide, oh, well, because of this, I'm going to make this decision. No, you need to make your decisions based upon logic and facts. And, also your emotional nature. I do understand that. I understand that it seems like the Scorpio is in love with the 9 of Cups coming up. So, but I do, again, feel like with the Empress, this represents happiness. It represents fulfillment. So I feel like whether or not you're in or out of a relationship, you're going to be feeling fulfilled. Okay. All right. That is going to do it for your reading. I hope you liked it. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that thumbs up button. And if you want a private reading, my 30-minute readings are still $25. And then I also offer spell work and cleanses and love spells and stuff like that. So you can contact me about that as well. All right, I'll talk to you later. Namaste.